And it's me, m3gamanr's, and today I'm making a video on m3gamanr's pump snap. So here it is. I guess I'll show you this way since that's where the lettering is. So I guess I'll start from the front. Maverick handle has 2 screws holding it in and a piece of wood in there. And has epoxy putty on the outside and some super glue. That way it never comes off. As you see. But 1/2 inch bushing. I didn't do the universal coupler since it didn't work out. I tried tons of adhesives and nothing could hold it in. So yeah. Moving back here on the pump slide, I painted m3gamanr on there with spray paint. He requested this color, so yeah. As you can see, it turned out pretty clean. My spray painting's not the best in the world, but I think it turned out very nice. Clothespin trigger. It has an extra spring down here just to make sure it always goes forward and never gets stuck. Like, you can hold it down and it won't get stuck. It used to get stuck sometimes, but I fixed that problem with that extra spring. So that's just hot glue down there. And it catches every time. So you can slam this on the floor and I doubt it will dry fire. It has 7 inches of draw with a K26 and 1 inch of pre-compression, so it does get full compression since it has a 1 inch pre-compression and 7 inches of draw equals to 8 inches of compression, which is max for a K26. And as you can see, this it doesn't stay still, but most of the time you'll be holding it up when you're gonna shoot. So. Moving back, it has this piece of 2 inch PVC here to help stabilize the screws. This thin wall is very thin and weak. So, and if I just put the screws through the thin wall alone, it would have probably cracked. So I used 2 inch PVC over that, which is glued on. It used goop and super glue, so that's not going to be moving anywhere. It does not have a slotted plunge rod. I'm going to look as I can show you here. No slots, just a piece of polycarb back there, which is how it primes. That's why it uses 2 screws instead of 1. So no slots, so it's never going to break. Purple stock piece, it's an elbow and some PVC. Purple, very comfortable. And yeah, I'm gonna give him a firing test for this against some cardboard. Here's a hopper clip I built for him. Well, he only requested the Y and the barrel. It's a Brit hop barrel. I'll show you that. As you can see, Brit hop sled down there. So I have this small clip I just had lying around. It's not gonna be included with it since he didn't ask for one. But yeah, just put in the hopper clip. You want to put it on all the way back. That way it never shoots off. It's happened to mine at work before where it shoots off. But if you put it all the way in nice and tight, that shouldn't be happening. And I'm shooting at this U.S. Postal Service large flat rate box. Yeah, that side. I have one really old glue dome, which is broken. Yeah, actually, let me get another. Let me see if I can find another glue dome since this one's broken. yeah, I don't have any more glue domes, so I guess I'm gonna be firing slugs. I have 2 slug darts right here. Yeah, 2 number 6 washer slug darts, since this is what I use at wars. And 3, 2, 1. That was the first shot, and here's the second shot. 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, those both left pretty big dents. There and there. So, and that was with the slug. That was with slug darts. So, with glue domes, they'll probably pierce through the cardboard without a problem. And I'm now standing at 5 feet away from the box. So, and yeah. I'm gonna go get some tools, and then I'm gonna give Mega Man R and all the viewers a disassembly guide for one of these, just in case you don't know how to disassemble one. So let me just go get what I need, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and let me show you the tools you're going to need. You're gonna need 2 screwdrivers. You're gonna need, well, I highly recommend this, a number 1 Phillips screwdriver and a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver. And you're also gonna need a set of needle nose pliers, well, just one of them. You know, they're gonna help you if you run into any trouble. So let's get started. I'm gonna cut right now and zoom in on the blaster. Okay guys, here I am. I'm on the desk, and I'm going to show you how to start this assembly. First, you want to come in with your smaller number 1 screwdriver and remove these 2 screws in the stock. I'm going to cut this out since this is probably going to take a while. Once you remove those 2 screws, you'll be left with 2 1/2-inch length 6/32 screws. Put those aside in a little cup or something. Then you're gonna get the stock and just twist it off. I'm gonna put that aside. And then next thing you wanna do is you wanna get your bigger screwdriver, which is the number 2, and you wanna unscrew these 2 brass bolts. I'm not even gonna cut this out since this is pretty quick. There are 2. I don't think they're ever gonna break since they're brass, and it was a pain. I had to cut them down a bit because I bought them a bit too long, and yeah, so I don't think they will ever break. So next step is, now that you have those 2 screws out, take off your pump slide and put it aside. And you're gonna want to get your smaller screwdriver and take out this screw on this side. It's a really short 1/4-inch screw with lock washer, and there's another one right here on this side. So as you can see, that comes out, and the end cap's gonna push right out since, yeah, it's under pre-compression. Then you're just going to want to get a screwdriver and just pull it out. And it's going to be kind of hard. So, but when you're pulling it out, you're going to want to hold down the trigger and then pull the plunger rod out. If you don't pull down the trigger, it's not going to come out. And yeah, now you have your plunger rod out. You can re-lube it. And and then you can assemble it again. You'll basically never have to remove this trigger or this handle, since you don't have to do maintenance on those. You can always leave them as is, and nothing's ever gonna happen. As you can see, the plunger rod is K26 already under pre-compression. 3 number 6 sheet metal screws, end cap, and piece of polycarb. No slots in the plunger rod. So then to reassemble, I'm just gonna show you this as well. First of all, before you put this in, make sure you see how there's 3 screws on the plunger rod. See, 1, 2, 3. You want to make sure the middle one faces up towards the blaster. See, you want it to face up. That way it catches, because if not, the screw's gonna interfere with the nail. You want to push that in, and then before you push it in all the way, make sure that you see this. You see the end cap. One side does not have a price tag, and one side does have a price tag. And I did that on purpose. I didn't peel it off for a reason. The side that does not have the price tag goes on the left side of the blaster. So I did that so you know. That way you know if you're putting it in the right way. See? The side with no price tag goes on this side where the spring is facing up. Then the side with the price tag faces this side with the spring going down. I don't know if you're understanding me completely, but you know, if you ever need any help with maintenance, just let me know. And let me show you one thing. So when you're putting this back in, you'll notice the end, you can push this in all the way, but the end cap is still gonna line up with these screw holes. So this is why I recommended 2 screwdrivers. You want to get your bigger number 2 screwdriver and just jam it in there between the polycarb. Actually, let me get closer up on this. You want to jam it between the polycarb and the PVC, which is right there. And you want to push the PVC piece forward. So this sometimes takes a while when you still need to get used to it, but eventually, once you do maintenance once or twice, you'll get used to it. And yeah, sorry I can't do this on camera because it's uncomfortable for me to do it in the camera frame. And then I'll come back and give you an overview of this commission. Actually, one more thing before the overview. I forgot I need to show you how to put the pump slide back on. So you get the pump slide and then you just push it on and get your gold bolts or brass bolts and just screw them in again with the bigger screwdriver. The small ones don't tend to work as well when screwing this in, so I'm not even gonna cut this out since I can do this pretty quickly. That handle is never gonna move. I tried to break it off and it didn't, so that handle never falls off. It has 2 drywall screws, like big drywall screws running through it, so I'll know it never comes out. And you'll notice this side, you'll notice the screws, they always keep turning even though, you know, you hit the end. They'll just keep spinning. It doesn't matter. They're not gonna come out. They're threaded in there. And last thing you need to do is put on the stock. As you can see, there's 2 holes because I made a mistake when drilling them. There's one that's like gray and there's one that's, you know, see-through. The first one is the one you want to line up. So it's the first one, not the second ones. There. And then you screw these in, and then I'll come back to you guys with an overview. Okay guys, now for the overview of this commission. Overall, I really liked this commission job. It was interesting. It was something new. Well, I mean, it's not my first PumpSnap 3.0, but it was something new to do. I never, you know, spray painted letters on there or attached a Maverick handle. And it turned out quite nice. And, you know, it was fun. And I hope Mega Man R likes it because, you know, I worked hard on this. And if you want a PumpSnap, you know, just contact me and Mega Man R, PM me and tell me what you think about it, and then I'll get it shipped out. So yeah, let me just give you one, like overview. Yep, turned out quite very nice. It's probably one of my nicest pump snaps. And just to let you guys know, I'm working on another commission for a pump snap, so you can expect some more commission videos soon. And if you like this type of video style where I just show you stuff, just tell me down in the comments, and please comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.